Anyway, so you get the sense it wouldn't be a good idea to mess with the door.
Yeah. I'll believe that.
I was 100% convinced he was drawing a wizard hat.
What is that?
There is a loud knocking upon the Doulahan door.
Ooh!
I'm gonna go and answer it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have the high charisma. You should answer it.
So you open
Welcome
the door.
to the Doulahan.
So the dwarves are like drinking, and one of them Anson turns over as he's drinking, and as the door opens, he drops his mug, and it falls and clatters to the floor and spills some ale over the floor.
Yikes!
And standing in front of you is this mountain of a man, just huge guy, massive rippling shoulders and stuff like that. He's got on tattered leather armor that clearly isn't, good armor at all. He's got a couple of nicks, cuts and scrapes and scars all around. And then he's got huge, thick blonde hair that goes into ponytail that goes all the way back. There is a massive claymore strapped to his back, and upon his face, tattooed upon it, is the symbol of Netro.
Do I... I've never heard of this guy before.
But you recognize him from the vision, yeah.
So does he have a shield or does he not have a shield?
No, he does. That's strapped to his back as well. So he peers down at you and he goes, "I am called Urano.
Evening, Urano.
I am here to slay the evil within this place."
To slay it?
Yes.
Well, my name's Jovan. I am also a follower of Netro, as I can tell by your tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not attractive, man.
Welcome to Lear. And to our humble Doulahan.
Netro gave me a vision. He said that you would be waiting for me.
And he gave me a vision saying that you would be coming.
Do you outrank him?
Do you mean the evil... Well, I was sent to Lear to, investigate the city before he was.
I'm just wondering, in
Maybe
the Church of
farther
Netro, does the clergy outrank the
So
the
you
military?
don't know if he's really part of the church, and you never really heard of paladins of Netro or anything like that. Netro is kind of the wisdom guy, so normally it's researchers and stuff. Mm-hmm. So this guy being a paladin is kind of weird, if he is indeed that. So he peers down at you and go, "Excellent.
Well, it might be weird, but Netro supports this guy, I guess."
Show me to my room, brother Jovan."
Sure.
And he turns around and goes, "Samson, leave the thing outside." And he strides in and peering over his shoulder, you can see that there is
past him, not over his shoulder.
Yeah. You can see that there is a tiny squat halfling tunneling this cart, right? Okay. So he's got this huge cart, and the halfling's and pants for a few minutes.
Hold on there. Can we get someone to help this guy out here?
I immediately dislike this man because having grown up on the streets and having been oppressed for so long, the fact that the strapping gigantic man is making a halfling pull a heavy cart, he is clearly a douchebag.
I'm disapproving of this.
So Samson Samson, which is apparently the halfling's name, slumps down a bit up against the cart and goes, "You got it, boss. Strength training completed." And he throws a thumb up. And looking behind you, you can see in this massive wooden wagon that there is a gigantic bird-like creature. So the bird creature is its body shape is massive, and it's got rainbow-like feathery wings that go down on either side that are very, very beautiful, and a massive almost alligator-like head and mouth that extends out like this.
All right. So who's helping the halfling out? Is it one of you guys or is it one of the dwarves? I think I would ask one of the dwarves since they're sturdier.
So we'll get to that. So you actually recognize these things. Dadriel doesn't because he's probably never been out of Lear.
No.
But these are gigantic bird-winged beasts that fly above the wastes, that soar above, swooping down, hunting for prey. You know that there are specific caravans of hunters who train for at least 5 years to bring one of these things down. And they're usually formed up of about 6 to 8 guys wielding long swords and such, or bows and arrows and things like that.
Wait, so this thing's dead?
This thing is vivisected in half.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gross. Why?
And the body is both halves of the body are on the cart on either side. As if this guy
cleaved it
right in half.
He leaped through the sky?
So Urano turns to you and goes, "I brought tonight's meat. My valet has carried it.
Wow.
He will soon become strong."
Impressive work.
So is it valuable because it's delicious, or is it valuable because it's
really rare?
You'd assume it's delicious. It's also valuable because the feathers are literally rainbow-colored feathers. So so people use them in fabrics, clothing all the time. It's a huge thing.
Well, Merek may have some interest in the feathers and then the rarity of the beast.
So the wooden cart itself is too big to get through the door. So
my first thing is
pull it around to our garage.
My first thing is that wait, you can eat that thing?
Of course, you can eat anything if you cook it long enough.
Yeah, I've heard they're a delicacy, but I've never tried one myself.
I'm unfamiliar with the preparation of weird bipedal gigantic fowl. I don't want to mess it up.
Well, maybe our guest can show you.
The thing tried to sneak up on me while we were sleeping. I cut it in half.
Do you or your valet know how to cook it?
I know how to cook it, and Samson goes. And he goes, yes. Just put it over a fire.
Maybe Samson knows how to cook it.
A good half an hour. Or so.
You know what? I have some connections in the city. Perhaps I could hire someone with a higher culinary ability. Not that I would doubt your ability, but we don't want to like damage your take, as it were.
I have brought the meat. I have supplied this meat. I will cook it.
I look longingly at Jovan, saying, "Use your clerical authority and order him to not ruin the meat."
He peers down and he goes, "I am the provider."
Look, I'll go ahead and cook it. How about that? You're the guest.
I find this whole tattoo thing really hard to look at.
There's
like,
an eyeball right in the middle.
Yeah, like I can't really make face.
Well, it's the eye with the triangle. Right?
Yeah. So first of all, he's gigantic, so it's hard to look at him to begin with. But I can't like really make eye contact because part of me is repulsed and part of me just wants to laugh, and I just don't know what the right response is.
Right.
And I'm also afraid of claymores.
So he.
They're one of my top 10 weaknesses.
So he turns back towards you and goes,
"Look, you're the guest here. I won't have you cooking for us. We should be cooking for you."
Yes.
Let me show you to your room.
"It's as you say." And he nods and he goes, "Samson, bring the bird inside." And Samson goes, "All right." Like nods. And the dwarves
Gergen, could some of you guys help?
Yeah, they nod. They climb off their stools. Let us give you a hand, little fellow.
I press an ale into Samson's hand. It's like, please, some refreshment before you work any harder.
Oh no, I can't drink. It's against the tenets.
Well, get him set up in the comfy chair.
Metro, obviously.
Oh, okay, because I see him drink a lot, so.
But
I do.
I'm on a very strict regimen.
Oh, well, can you at least take some juice or some water or?
Water is fine.
All right.
And he hands the ale back to you.
I put it on the table where the dwarves are. I'm sure that Hanson could use a replacement.
So the halfling moves around to pick the bird up, with the dwarves, and the dwarves lift it up 3, and they begin to carry it inside, and he's like one of those guys, when you see those guys carrying huge boxes, and one of them is clearly just I could just, yeah.
Yeah, he's contributing.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like that. He's just got the beak, and he's like, all right, okay. So the bird has to be turned sideways to get inside the Doulahan. Sure. This thing's 15 feet long. So you cart it inside and stuff.
Even half of it at a time.
I keep thinking the things that Peter is drawing are different things. I could have sworn this was the bicep of the guy who just walked in. It's
No, that's a rough drawing. I have a whole thing.
No idea what
I'm doing.
So Merek hears loud thumps from downstairs. You hear a thump, thump as the two halves of the bird hit the floor. You don't? Okay.
I'm gross.
He's wearing earplugs.
My first thought is, does the Doulahan have a room for big guys?
Just the big room.
We have
several
rooms.
Yeah,
but
I don't want him messing up our beds.
Look, I'm gonna give him the biggest, nicest, not our room that we have.
All the other rooms are the same. Oh, now that Althea's dead, I'm moving back downstairs.
Okay.
So he downstairs.
He moves
That's
inside.
where I stayed before. Remember, I just gave her the room because she was the elf chick. So now that she's dead, she's not gonna need it.
So he moves inside.
He's got the gigantic bed
and sees Althea's body in the hallway and goes, "Ha! Ha!" And he
there was an incident.
No, she's already dead.
Where's the thing that slayed her? It has defiled this place. We must kill it.
We think it may be. We think it is the thing contained behind this door here.
And he looks at the door and he goes, "I will cut the door in two."
Henslet, the former owner, or I guess probably still current owner.
Yeah.
He had this thing imprisoned, and we're not sure why or what it is.
Yeah. Don't let it out. It's trapped here so that it can't harm anyone.
If you are, as you said, come here to slay it, then we will need all our faculties. So we will deal with it tomorrow.
I know none of this evil.
Yes, it is not the thing in this room. So don't waste your time. We got this one under control.
Where's the 5-eyeballed shadow?
Well, it is fled into the city.
So it is present in the city.
It is in the
city.
He
turns around to the door and goes, "Prepare the meats. I go hunting."
Now?
Yes, of course. And he turns around and starts to head out through the door frame.
Well, hold on. We should go as a party.
He turns and goes, "No, this is my quest."
Are you not tired from your journey?
"It does not matter. Netro will sustain me." And he turns around and goes.
I look at Jovan and
out into the city.
Dude, are we more serious than you are?
You guys gonna stop? You're just gonna let him go?
No, we should go with him.
I am going to let him go because you don't just run off in the city looking for 5-headed shadow dude. Oh,
look, all right. I'll let you go, but check back in with us every.
By the way, just to clarify.
So every so many hours.
So he walks up to you and he grabs your arm and he goes, "Have faith, I will return." And he like lets her arm go.
I guess I'll use my like slug scrying.
Does he have like five big marks on his arm now?
What do I need? I need like a hair.
Yeah, you need a hair or some part of it.
I say 1 moment, and I like grab a couple of his hairs. This is so that I may get in contact with you, and make sure you are.
He grunts in pain. So it's hair you need, and he like grabs the sword on his back and draws the claymore out. Just shh. And as he draws it out, you can see that there are a variety of runes along the sword blade.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how he was going to combat a shadow.
And they glow like as he pulls it out. They glow with a golden sheen. And he pulls it out and he reaches his ponytail off and he just goes and clips the whole ponytail and he goes there and he throws it at you.
Well, thank you.
Plenty of hair. God. And he like sheaves the claymore back and his hair like falls apart and he goes, I go to hunt. And he turns and like flees out the door.
My first thought, that's a much better look for him.
Yeah.
How ponytail is not working.
That's always what happens when they're like, oh, I need to get serious and like cut their hair.
Plus, with the ponytail and the tattoo, he was so douchebag. Like, I was so glad he's not in here now.
I think it wasn't a rat tail. That would have just sent it right over.
Oh my gosh. It was like...
Yeah, no. That's not happening. I would have cut it for him, like if
yes,
because like, you can do that. Remember,
you cannot represent Netro and look like this.
No. Yeah, I'm a barber. So.
It's like this is the worst barbering job I've ever seen.
That's a barber.
First of all, you don't run out into the city looking for a shadow monster, just running around.
You don't look for shadow monsters at night.
Yes,
I think that's a bad idea.
Dusk, but yeah.
Well. I just hope he doesn't get himself killed.
Did Jovan tell us that Netro's vision was an idiot is coming? Because I'm like, Netro was not lying. This guy's a complete idiot.
I was really tempted to just greet him as like, hello, powerful idiot.
Yes, because seriously, this guy, like I don't know what powers he has.
What was his name again?
Urano. Urano.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave you to remember that because that is not a word I want to remember. I can't even remember the name of my guild.
Arrayos.
Oh my gosh. You had so many choices. You could have had some consonants. Are there any consonants? Oh, there's an R, I guess. One more consonant and I would be so much happier.
There's an S.
Oh, there is an S.
Alright, so, yeah, we let him go because he's terrible.
He just... Merek's up in his room drawing cat people. Okay.
This is what happens when you run out of ideas.
So, look, we've got to, like,
So the dwarves
get this body out of here because it's not
No, we don't want to move the body because we want the parallax people to think that we left it alone for them to investigate.
Well, they're going to be back later to investigate it?
Yeah, they said they would come back later.
Oh, okay, I can still leave it.
So the dwarves
it's kind of gross looking.
Pull the two halves of the body
cover it
in
with
there.
like a tarp.
All right, you cover it with a sheet. So the dwarves pull the two halves of that bird in there, and they go, "Oh, this thing's heavy." And they turn to the little halfling and go, "You carried this all the way up by yourself?" He goes, "Well, I had the wagon's help." Urano says it makes you strong to bear burdens that you don't think you can take on. But when you overcome them, then you become stronger. I don't think he, Well, I mean, I've never seen him lose, so...
I'm impressed by your fortitude, Samson.
Yeah. Yeah, let's...
You must be exhausted.
Let's deal with this right now. My name's Leland, but Urano keeps calling me that. He says it's my power name.
Oh, man.
So, if you could use my real name when he's not around, but when he comes back, if you could just... Because if he knows
Leland?
Yeah, because if he knows I told you my real name, he's going to get kind of miffed.
This is like those, like, crystal spa people who, like, come up with these random things. It's like, if you come and to our spa, we will teach you all these different things. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, Merek, you're upstairs scribbling things down, right? And Percival has climbed out of the bath. He goes, Boss, I'm ready to be toweled off. Boss. Hello. Earth to the wizard. Meow. And he, like, runs over and scampers up onto the desk and, like, rolls onto the paper you're writing on. And just, like, meow. And, like, gets it all wet and everything with his fur and stuff.
Ooh.
Hello.
How often do wizards actually kill their own familiars and take the hit just because they're so annoying?
What do you want?
I need to be toweled off. And he's like dripping all over the desk.
Off the desk.
He rolls off with a splat.
I walk over to all the stuff that's been just thrown about.
Mm-hmm.
I find just a towel. 1, 2, 3. It's
The
mine.
most
4, 5,
prickly
6.
of towels.
It's Jovan's. It's Jovan's.
Okay.
And just toss the towel onto Percival. I'm busy. I'd like to get back to work.
Oh, come on, boss. Just massage me while you towel me off.
I'm busy. I need to get back to work.
It's not really a lavender bath if I don't get the massage.
Is it like cat?
Merek is not a cat person.
It's like cat happy
He's
ending.
really
My
not,
belly needs
yeah.
to be scratched.
Percival, you don't understand. You do not understand.
He
Okay?
really doesn't understand.
I start digging at papers. Look, it's obvious that where you came from and where all the clothes came from.
This is the best part.
You gotta show the camera.
This is the best. It's like wizard.
It's like-
There's
It's
like a cat
from-
dimension.
like a cat
Another plane.
wormhole.
Now
The world and cats.
you can't imbalance the
that's,
planes.
oh, that's right. When you went through the wardrobe, there was all those cat people there, right?
I take
Yeah.
something out. It takes something in. What does it take? What is it?
I don't know. I mean, you know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, you can figure it out while you scratch me and massage me. I mean, it's not like that stops you from thinking. I've heard it's very therapeutic. You should try it.
Fine, I'll just.
You heard
I'll
of
get to
therapy
doing
cats?
towels.
I'll bet that
Fine.
Percival actually has a doctorate
talk.
in physics.
Ow!
And
Let's talk.
Too hard.
he's just
too
waiting
hard.
for
First of all,
like,
what do you
Merek to come
remember?
around
What
and
do
he'll
you
tell him
remember
everything.
before that night that you
like
appeared?
asked Percival about physics.
Because it's funny. It's funny. It's fuzzy.
Way too hard.
It's a little fuzzy. Ha! You get it? You get it? Because you're fuzzy.
And he like tries to worm out of your grip because you're rubbing in too hard.
I'm sorry.
It's like choking.
I'm getting into my work. Now, can you remind me, when did you appear, I can't remember how I got you.
Ooh.
And Percival like dries himself off with his face and he goes, "Well, I don't know, boss. I mean, we've always kind of been together, right?"
Yeah, but there's a point where you weren't there, and then you are suddenly there. How did that happen?
Oh, I don't remember. Normally, I just blink and he like stops to think for a second. He goes, "Huh." And he sits back and like balls the towel up into this ball and starts tossing it back and forth. I guess.
I started walking back and forth. Percival, you don't understand. There was a week. I don't remember what happened for a week
And he like throws
after that day.
and he like
I really like this
throws
storyline.
the towel up a couple of times and goes, I don't know what day you're talking about."
You know what day I'm talking about. And I get down there, I get real close.
This is
Right.
very Wilfred.
The day that my father and brother died
And Percival like throws the towel up and
Because-
pops up.
of my ambitions, because I was selfish.
Oh, that's a bummer, boss. I never knew that. It's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, I can't really help you. Like, I'd like to, but I don't really remember anything myself.
Are you telling me that you just suddenly came into existence a week after that day,
Well, no,
and we just
see, normally what
and you were
happens...
just able to accept that we just started walking towards Lear with this letter in my hand? I don't even remember writing this letter.
Well, see, normally what happens is that I have my old life with my old master, and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up with my new master. And I don't know exactly where we are now. I've kind of lost count. I think you're the 5th one, but I'm not too sure.
Old master?
Oh yeah, I've had tons of them. I mean, you don't think that this is my first go around being a familiar, do you? I mean, I think you can tell I've been around the block a couple of times.
Maybe that's where the myth of the 9 lives come from. Every cat has to have 9 masters before it
That's
gains
where
its full-
his like ambivalence.
Yeah, that's about right.
So you're telling me you've been a familiar 5 times now, and you have no idea how you became a familiar?
Well, I can't really remember much. All I can really remember is like little snippets of details. I get this weird feeling of deja vu whenever I'm in a... Oh, now, you know the horde the temple we went down to?
Yeah.
I bet you I was that wizard's familiar at one point. That's why I was feeling deja vu.
Wait, the dark wizard? The evil one?
He's like, He's like, yeah, that's why I was in that. And he like, you see him like prance about for a second. Goes, meow, and he like goes, oh, I remember that stupid ape. Oh, I hated that monkey. I hated him. And he like hisses and goes. And he goes,
He must be really happy I have his skull.
and now it's gone. I can't remember anything. I'm sorry, boss. That's just how it goes. It's like a thread of yarn, you know? It keeps rolling on for a while, and it rolls into the huge web of wherever everything is. And then the guy comes down and he like ties it all up into a bundle and then sends me off to my new life. I don't know. I just kind of go to sleep and wake up somewhere else.
But here's the big thing. For all this time that we've been together, I've just accepted that I have these new powers now.
Well, you do.
But why?
I don't know.
Why am I able to do... Why do I have the wardrobe? Why do I have you?
And he like rolls on
What
his
cost am I paying for this?
I don't know. Maybe you're not paying a cost. Maybe the cost is that you just have to take care of me, which is pretty easy, really. I'm not that demanding.
He's still really bad at taking care of.
He like scratches his belly a bit.
Somewhere in the world,
Uh-huh.
Percival is a wizard in the Catland, and he has a human familiar.
All right. Well, and he like throws his paws forward and goes on all fours and goes, "I'm gonna go downstairs. Can you open the door? I want to get some food."
Some food up here, Percival.
Yeah, but I want whatever they got downstairs.
Yeah, the smell of rainbow bird cooking, amazing. It's like
Where-
turducken on crack.
Yeah, you and me are like working together to
Yeah.
make that thing.
Where are you going?
I'm just going downstairs. I'm going downstairs to eat whatever they're making. You should come down too. You're gonna go all like crazy nutso like my second to last. I can't remember. Just scribbling stuff down frantically like that and questioning things about the wardrobe. It's not gonna be good for you.
Does the smell of food remind Merek that he hasn't eaten in forever?
I brought food
Oh no,
up.
you brought food up.
Yeah,
That's
brought
right.
food up.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what's that about questioning the wardrobe?
I'm just saying it's not gonna be good. I mean, it hasn't gone well for the last couple of guys.
So I'm not the first to think it's a little odd that the wardrobe appears.
And Percival like squidges his brow and goes, "Oh, I guess not."
He's not the first to use the word.
Oh well.
Don't talk about the wardrobe. The reveal in season 2 is that no one has ever seen Percival except for him. This is Fight Club all over again.
No, you guys
the
just definitely-
first
Okay,
thing
we
I
have to
did
see
when I met him was,
Oh, that's right,
was hang
you-
out with
okay.
Percival.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. It's like, can you imagine if like they revealed the
Oh
entire
my God.
series and it
That-
turns out there's no Percival at all?
That'd be an amazing work
That
as a
would be
GM.
amazing.
Yeah,
To
wouldn't that-
somehow like make it so no one else interacts with the familiar.
Mhm.
Not that hard for
Yes.
No,
some
not
like
that hard.
5e.
I went out of my way to
nothing.
interact with
Well,
the
the,
familiar.
well, the
but-
classic trope in D&D is that the familiar doesn't exist until you remember you have a familiar and then it shows up.
Which is why it's great how like, they make it that they actually go to a pocket dimension in 5th E, where
Yes.
they just answer that question. It's like, yeah, it just doesn't exist when
Yeah.
you don't want it.
Yeah, I
to
almost
exist.
think it makes it better in DCC because then you have to deal with it.
Yes.
I definitely like the DCC one because it's like there's a lot of advantages to having a familiar, but no costs.
Yeah.
But the cost has to be.
We got
there should be a cost. For
Yeah.
Sure.
There kind of is.
Well,
you're,
the
you're
cost
making
has
yourself
the cost that
technically
you
more-
have
It's
to,
a
like-
battle of personalities.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also a
That
weak
makes-
point because if someone captures your familiar, they have a huge bit of power over you.
So Percival goes up to the door and sits down in front of it and scratches it and goes, "Come on."
We're not done
I
with
want
this
to
talk.
know if we ever realized that Percival's scratching sounds surprisingly similar to the scratching from the door behind the runes.
It's another Percival.
It probably
It's
doesn't.
dark.
This is what happens when you finish your 9 things. You become the great demon cat.
Anyway, so he walks down the stairs a bit and prances down, swishing his tail back and forth, all dried out from the bath.
I move back on to the desk and lay the letter down. I know it's for you, but
It's time to read it.
You're not gonna open it? All right.
it's for her.
I mean, you wrote it, but yeah, okay. So yeah, Percival.
I
comes-
don't remember what's in it though.
That's fine. Percival comes prancing down the stairs. Gallops down, and like walks over and hops up on the counter.
Oh, hello, Percival.
And he's still got like the iron band that the dwarves gave him around him.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Do you like your band?
Meow.
Scratching behind his ears.
Yeah. Yeah. And you hear this like, "Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Percival's a whore.
Give me those magical fingers."
Oh, by the way, do we ever notice that the dwarves kind of smirk whenever they see the Iron Band is like the band of like entrapment and stuff.
Yeah, they're just like, whatever.
It's like,
it needed a gift.
Because remember Percival complained that the dwarves gave gifts to us except for the cat?
Yeah.
And so they kept saying, oh, and so Merek said, oh, my cat wants something too.
Right.
And so the
what was
dwarves ended
it,
up giving him this iron band. And I was joking how it was probably the iron band of servitude or something like that, and just convinced them that it was worthwhile. So it's like, yeah, we put this on our slaves, it's like the manacle of like slavery.
So the dwarves in Leland have begun, they're like vivisecting the bird and cutting it up and getting the pieces of meat onto the cooking fires in the kitchen.
Cool.
And they're like working and stuff.
Wait, are they cooking it or are we cooking it?
We're all working
Yeah,
together.
you're all
Is
working
it like a bird or is it more like
It
a
probably
meat?
takes a
It's
lot
like
of
a
work.
bird. It's like, imagine like a huge, gigantic, long pterodactyl with
Right.
feathers and a partial alligator's head.
Well, no. So my point is that is it more like fowl, like you would cook it like a chicken, or is it more like
no,
a
there's so much
lizard or
meat, you can just cut off chunks of it.
Okay, so you would cook it more like a fleshy animal,
Like a cow.
Okay,
really.
alright.
Yeah.
Because I think we would cook it using a technique that would be appropriate to the type of meat we see.
Right, yeah.
So
Yeah, so you guys
Yeah,
are
I mean, like,
cooking that.
we're figuring this out from
It
scratch.
smells
so.
pretty dang good.
Nice.
Like,
Wow.
really good food.
ooh.
Doesn't even
Good
need much
smells.
seasoning.
Good smells.
I-
Yeah.
I think we're all gonna have a glass of wine while we're doing this to inspire us.
Does Percival like the smell?
Yeah, he does. Oh yeah. And
It's a
Ensign's
bird,
like,
right?
what?
It's a bird, right?
Yeah, cats love
Technically,
birds.
yeah.
Do
So-
cats eat raw meat?
Sometimes. I
Like,
don't
would it be appropriate
Yeah.
to like throw them a scrap every once in a while, or do they?
No, we'll serve
They're
cooked
carnivores,
food.
so
We
they
don't
can
want them
do
to
So-
be sick.
So Anson will turn over as he's like preparing more for cooking and be like, you could like save a whole bunch of this stuff because we're definitely not going to eat it all. Just save it all and sell it as a delicacy. You'll make bunches of
Well,
gold.
do we have like an ice box or something to keep it in? Or?
We are
Yeah.
a restaurant.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
well,
let's,
you could.
let's put
You
as much
could
as
put
we
it
can.
in salt and
Yeah.
something. A barrel of salt.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
that's
I'm
amazing.
gonna go grab a barrel of salt from the basement and
Yep.
Okay. You can
we'll-
start
we'll
carting.
pack all the.
So you start cutting the bird up and getting
Use
it
one of the
cooked and
barrels
things.
with the founder stuff in it.
Oh, they took those.
No.
The
Yeah.
barrels too.
Yeah.
No, they took one barrel.
No, they took them all. They took both.
They took all the barrels.
No, we have tons of barrels.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. They took the barrel, all the barrels with the founders in them.
There was only one
yeah,
barrel.
Okay,
that
so
the
they
founders
took the
were-
singular barrel.
Yeah,
One barrel
we-
with two founders.
Yeah,
in
we
it.
have lots of barrels because basically it's
Right.
sort of like when you order kegs of beer, you just have these barrels
Oh,
left
yeah,
over,
no, of course.
and we use them for storage. So
Right.
there's like all over the place.
Right.
We
yeah.
clearly
And we
labeled
have barrels of salt and wine and stuff.
Yeah.
So
So you guys are like prepping the bird and stuff, and there's another knock on the door, and he goes, "Open up, by the order of Parallax."